Welcome back to Harfire Tales. How's it going, guys?
Hey.
Not bad, Dylan. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. You're
Actually,
going to ask me anything?
Horrible.
Okay, good.
Horrible. I've lost everything.
What?
I lost everything between this and the last episode.
Everything?
Everything.
You're
I'm
wearing some
broken.
clothes.
Stuff.
Okay.
Well, then you picked up a new hobby.
I did.
Stealing?
Stealing, yeah.
Theft.
Yeah. I had to avoid the Gardaí on the way to here. On the way to here.
Here, yeah.
I lost even my words. I was in the car on the way over and I couldn't think of any words. And I was like, that's concerning. going
Yeah, and
into
they were actually
recording a
really
podcast.
basic words too. And I was looking at me like, Jim, is this going to be okay? Are we good
Good
here?
start to the day, guys.
Great start today. It is 5 a.m. here in the studio, so we are all very tired and just not able for it.
I have told you guys so many times, stop coming to my house this early in the morning.
We were able to get in because I stole a key last time.
That's how it all begun.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go not from Ryan's house and lovely studio, but into Lethwan, the world of might, magic, and mountainous forests.
Ooh, you pre-prepped one.
I did I pre-prepped a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
actually-
seems like Dylan's done a lot more work.
way
this
more
time
work than
around.
I've done in a long while.
This is a mess. This is a different show then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The joys of actually not having a job for a bit and being able to prep. It's been great.
Now, join us as we delve into a 2.5 hour long dungeon crawl
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
using
yeah.
minis that you can't see.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And we're not going to edit anything out. Actually, you're 35 feet away, not 30 feet, so
Yeah.
you can't do that ability. Sorry.
Listen in awe as I struggle with basic addition.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Anyway, let's find out what's happened on the previous episodes. So let's all do a roll for a recap.
Man, I've done the last two, and I did them in wild
I roll a
ways.
nat 20.
Okay.
That means he does it.
I mean, I think we could just bully him into doing it, right?
I just rolled a fucking 3, please.
Okay, I rolled a 6, so I just fully assumed I was going to do it. But I think it's Ryan now.
I've done so many of them.
Oh no, talking on a podcast. Whatever will you do?
Now I got to think about this. All right. Because I told you I'm sick of just doing regular ones.
Yeah. You have to be like reading your diary and stuff.
Wow, us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sid comes up to Sunshine, who we met in the last episode.
Yeah.
And he's been talking with her. And Conn is off, doing other things. But then Conn comes back to see these brilliant pictures with devastating imagery of Sid's entire life story up
Amazing.
until this point. And as Conn walks in, he's seen imagery up there as Sid is saying, so yeah, after we left the town where there was some gorgeous barbecue, I know you said you don't really eat like much meat or anything, but if you want some barbecue, there's a dude there that cries when you order his burgers, and just a great dude.
I'm glad we're getting the really important parts of the recap story here.
But what we found out was that there was this dude that was infesting people's dreams and like making them see scary stuff. And also is a frogman. Terrifying creature. Also a bit of an edgelord, obviously. So Conn doesn't dream, but then one day was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a dream. And it was a whole ordeal where we had to play like fucking music for him and everything. And he went to sleep. He met this dude and was like, I'm scarier than you. And the guy was like, I'm a frog. And then they had a rivet off or something like that.
Yeah, he hit me with the rivet and rip it.
And, during this, all these images of frogs jumping around are up in the cave wall.
Yeah.
And the guy announced himself as being Blacker, which is like the most edgelord name ever. And so then we left there. We went to the Nadini. Turns out one of the ladies is turning into a rock, which is wild. But she was like, oh, if you go get me this flower called the Stone Roses, because everything's, band reference. Aha. Then we go up the mountain to try and find this. And we don't really encounter anything bad because of my incredible ranger abilities. And we watched as the gods of the universe were incredibly angry. And then we get up here. And then we met you after I gave you some broth in a bowl. And it turns out Scary Dude is your brother. You've got a frog brother. And you're a nice little nymph lady. Not nymph.
Satyr.
Satyr. that shows us colorful things. And so now she's getting to see herself in her own imagery up there. And now we're probably going to go kill your brother.
Yeah, I guess that was a recap.
And the last image up there is Sid and Conn sitting down to a scrumptious meal of frog legs.
Beautiful. I mean, I jest, but that was quite accurate. So, yeah.
If somehow this is your first episode tuning in, I believe Bellicor is actually a mind flayer.
Yes. But the whole frog thing, I don't quite know why that is a thing. I don't know why you guys decided he was a frog.
You
Well,
shouldn't
maybe
have
you
given
should
us a
listen to the
frog enemy
episode.
then.
I did, and I still don't get it.
He was like hopping around the place and saying rhythm. He came out of a pond.
He was wearing purple robes.
Oh, yeah. Frogs famously wear purple robes.
In the middle of the conversation, he stopped to generate frog spawn.
Okay.
An aquatic creature.
Yeah.
Yes. Also not true.
It's an aquatic creature
He's got a
with
squid
legs.
face.
Yeah, sorry, he does have a squid face. I'll give you that.
I saw Underwater with Kristen Stewart. I know how Cthulhu
What is
works.
underwater?
Some really awful Cthulhu thing.
See, when you texted us saying underwater, sorry, this is completely off the topic of the podcast for a second, but you texted saying you watched Underwater for some reason. I fully just assumed you meant Underworld.
Oh, no.
And I was like, that's a really weird typo. Didn't even know Underwater was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Really weird movie with literally everyone dying. And Kristen Stewart's like, oh, no. It's upsetting.
I mean, that is upsetting, though. She's got that. At least her words are accurate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, it is nighttime.
In the cave.
In the cave.
Is it nighttime just in the cave? Or is it still bright outside and we just got tricked by the cave?
Is she just showing real dark imagery?
No, it's nighttime most places.
Okay, thank you.
Most places.
Now, see,
Half the world.
Yes. So the world, that one isn't flat. It is a round world. So on the
Weird.
other side of the
How
world.
do you even come up with that concept?
I don't know. I mean, it's so alien to what normal life is.
Yeah.
But like,
I always thought it was one of those like endospheres with the sun in the middle, like Westeros. So it's always daytime everywhere.
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wickedly.
It could be a donut world if you wanted it.
Is that what they do in
I
Westeros?
believe so, yeah. Westeros is an inwards facing landscape with the sun in the middle. Someone said that to me once.
Real dumb.
I'm currently thinking,
So
how
how
much
is there
of this
nighttime?
bullshit am I editing out of this episode?
Probably a lot.
All of it.
Anyway, it is nighttime. You guys have been traveling since early this morning, where you'd left Stone's Reach to come to the abandoned mining village, where you'd met Nadini, where you'd met Elvish Presley, talked to Imelda May, who'd sent you up into the mountains to find the stone roses. There you had found, as Sid's recap so deftly put it, avoided all of my shit and gotten into the cave, met Sun or Sunrise. Well, her name is just the image of the rising sun, so take of that what you will. And it is nighttime. Conn, you have basically made a promise / threat to Blacker, the frogman,
Yeah.
the frog prince,
The Frog King.
the frog king, that you would come to him, basically. It is nighttime now. You know this is usually when he is active. You kind of haven't been in that dream theater with him. You kind of feel like a little bit of a connection. And even though you are not asleep, you're kind of feel like scratching at the surface of your brain, as if like he's like agitated and stuff. What do you guys do? Are you guys gonna stay the night, like sleep? It's been a long day for you all. Are you gonna sleep and then head down in the morning, or are you gonna try and... It's gonna be more treacherous if you do this return journey at night. You have a good way of, you know where you're going, but just from the actually being dark.
It's always easier to fall down a mountain than
Yes.
to climb up.
Never run down a mountain.
Yeah.
I think we should rest because we're going into realistically scrap here.
So here's the thing, like Sid absolutely doesn't want to leave yet because one, he really wants to sketch Sunrise. Mm-hmm. Two, he's talking to Sunrise about any type of creatures, beasts, anything like that she has seen. Because the way she communicates, he can see actual images.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly of what these look like. So any of the weird things that she's seen, of course, she's, everything's kind of new to her because she's kind of lived in a mountain cave for a long time. But there's still stuff I imagine. Well, I'm asking you, I guess. I imagine she would have seen creatures, mutations. She was able to make an image of a giant beast. So,
yeah. So I guess you ask her kind of, what monsters has she seen? What's kind of in the area? Anything kind of, to be.
I would like to think that
wary
when I
of.
said, what monsters have you seen? She just shows me images of the Hoots Force that tried to kill her as a child.
She has not seen the Hoots Force.
Oh, okay.
No, she, if you remember from the last episode, basically there was like maybe kind of like a hunting party from like the town that we're going for them. They're trying to find the missing hunter.
Right, yeah.
And her and Blacker had like separated. I
love that you're calling him that now.
Oh, well, look, you got to lean into it. So she hasn't seen the Hoots Force, but you do kind of ask her like what monsters, what kind of like weird beasts and things that are maybe unnatural around the area. And she shows you a familiar vision. And in the same kind of way that she's shown previously of turning back time, she shows this from maybe a couple of weeks ago. You see a supernaturally large mountain lion, like a lioness. It is quite similar to the one that she tried to show you to scare you away from her cave.
Okay.
But you now get the understanding that she has not fabricated this image. She has seen this or has somehow been aware of it, It is easily 10, 15 foot long, maybe 8 to 10 feet tall. Like, it is
very large.
Monstrously large. And Sid...
Is it cute?
Objectively, no. I don't know what that means for Sid.
Sid loves it. Wants to pet it.
But also, in a way now, Sid, the way that she shows you this image, you recognize this, having seen kind of multiple manticores, chimera, you recognize this monstrosity as having the clear marks of like mutation and like forced evolution. Fur that is patchy, limbs slightly disproportionate to its body as if they've been kind of like grown at different rates, and like its face just like clearly full of like bestial rage. Like it is just angry and like rage filled. And she shows you that.
Okay.
And you also from the last episode,
why is it so angry? Does she know?
She thinks for a bit but doesn't know,
Okay. It's a mountain lion, right?
It's a mountain lion. And I think she then kind of maybe like rewinds maybe a year ago. Actually, not even a year ago, maybe like only a few months ago. And she would just show a mountain lion, like lioness, and some cubs.
Cubs?
Yeah. And at the time, just a normal lioness.
Yeah, I'd be angry too if somebody grew me till my skin tore.
I mean, that's just doing a cycle at the gym.
Yeah.
Okay, fucking Gaines of a gainer sitting here. Actually, the best way to grow your muscles is to tear them.
Turn into a fucking mutant mountain lion.
Yeah. I'm actually on the mountain lion workout.
That's what I've seen a lot of the bumper stickers depict. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the feeling you get is that she kind of shows you, the feeling you get from her visions that she's kind of portraying to you is that she is showing you this mountain lion pre-mutation.
Yeah.
And with cubs, and now she is post-mutation without cubs.
That's not great.
More than that, she doesn't know what happened, why it's happened, but...
I mean, they'd be a year old, so as far as felines are concerned, they would be. Because you said it was a year ago.
Well, I was going to say is...
Sorry, no, it's only a couple of months ago.
Oh, a couple months ago. Sorry, for some reason I heard year.
Sorry, I said that first and then I reverted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's worse then.
Yeah.
Did she mutate and then gobble the kids and that's why she's angry? Maybe she gobbled the kids and her rage manifested into a mutation.
Or maybe they're a Voltron.
Oh, it could be that she,
They are
Voltrons with the kids.
All the mountain lions.
Just then, what looks like 5 mountain lions glued together.
There's actually 5 cubs in a trench coat.
Yeah. A bipedal mountain lion with 5 faces comes through the trees.
And with just one simple act of homebrew, you can turn one mountain lion into 5 mountain lions.
You could just call the monster the Pride.
Hey,
that's actually
real
that's
good.
actually very good, and I might use that at some point.
God damn it. We have killed ourselves.
Anyway, what are you guys doing? So you've kind of gotten this information from Son as you're kind of talking and, regaling her with your life story.
We're staying up all night chatting, becoming besties.
Okay, Conn, what are you doing?
Why would you assume I'm not part of this?
Okay.
I like
it. Are you just going to sleep? Or are you taking a long rest?
Look how much he wants us to go to sleep.
I just want something to happen 18 minutes into this episode.
I was gonna say I'm gonna pull Sid aside, but it directly involves Son.
Okay.
So, Conn, while you guys were doing your making do in your arts and crafts, I've been thinking about it. And I'm gonna just sit you down and be like, all right, look, I know I promised violence, and I know we had said we were going to go and end him rightly. But the more I think about it, the more I just can't get behind killing this lad. I mean, he's Vanny and Aaron's child. He's Son here, his brother. I think we should try and bring him back first. Bring him back to reason.
I mean, I don't know. Like, you literally just a couple hours ago brought me around to the idea that, like, a rabid dog,
Yeah, I know that I said that. But look, we've had a little bit of time to think about it. And the fact that now we have the new information of where he came from and his backstory, I don't think I'm going to have it in me to strike him down with the fury I would have. But you said about a feral wolf, but a feral wolf will always be feral. It needn't be inevitable, Like, with this is an intelligent creature, and if he's intelligent, maybe we can reason with him.
Yeah, I mean, Sunrise very much gave the idea that she didn't think there was any coming back. But I mean, Sunrise, like, if you think it's possible for us to save your brother, then I'm down for that, Always like to do the nice thing. What do you think, Sunrise?
Sunrise again. And you guys have been, chatting to her for a bit, and you're kind of getting, after a few hours of maybe talking, or while talking, you're able to kind of maybe understand just general emotions from her in the way that she's like kind of like just exuding them.
Get a sense of her communication.
Yeah. Any kind of facts she wants to tell are always going to be picture based, but she just kind of like exudes doubt, not outright denial, but more of like I have no idea how this would work, and I don't think it will work, but not a.
Well, Son,
and you get a twinge of sadness as you're talking about his backstory, and you mentioned that he's her brother and stuff like that. So there's like a lot of sadness in there too, and like you're getting to feel like she thinks that he might need to be put down. If that could be avoided, she's probably like she's doubtful that it will work, but she's willing to try. Is kind of the general feeling that you're getting.
Well, Son, look, I understand why you'd have doubt, and I understand your sadness in regards to this, but the more I think about it, the more I think it's doable. The way I see it is you guys split at a relatively early age, and he went to a place that's, not good for your head. He went down to a dark place in his own mind, and now he's radiating that outwards, as opposed to yourself, who's, been up here and seen the sunshine, and you've, interacted with the wilderness and then the nature. And I think he might have just gone too far down that. And it seems to me like you guys are out of balance. And if we can right that balance, that might be the way to bring him back. But he's had an awful lot more practice, I believe, than you have with this projection mind stuff that yous are doing. So is there a way we could try and tip the balance back? Would you be able to pulse, if we could get him in a position, would you be able to start pulsing more positive vibes, I guess, at him?
You get a sense of quiet determination.
Aye. Okay, I understand that. I think that should be our plan. Force the guy to accept that there is positivity out there, and that maybe we can... Look, it might mean that we ourselves have to take a step in his direction to do it, but sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to crawl down into the shite to pull people out of the sewer,
Are we going to do this real, like, Clockwork Orange? Like, strap him down and make him watch happy imagery?
Maybe, if that's what it takes. I mean, what do you want? What do you want to do, right? We can strap him down and make him feel happy, or we can kill a child. I know we've established he's not a child, but that's now how Conn is looking at him, knowing that he's Vanny and Aaron's son. So Conn just keeps thinking about Hector, and he's like, Hector likes us. I don't want to kill his brother, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you get you get that sense of kind of like she's doubtful, but she's willing to try and she's willing to help if there's some sort of hope there.
Fantastic. Well, then I am going to have to ask that you're going to have to leave your cave and come with us to do this.
Sid is actually going to pull Conn aside real quick.
Hey, don't touch me. Go on.
Hey, dude, I was kind of thinking. So, do you think maybe it might be a decent idea if maybe we brought Vinny and Aaron as well? Like,
I mean,
they were nice to their kids. They tried to save their kids, you know?
yeah. I mean, they did. I don't know. Would it send him into more of a rage to see them? Remember, this guy's looking at everything through a lens of negativity. He's going to see them as the people who abandoned him rather than the people who saved him, you know?
Yeah, fair.
I mean, I think there is merit to it, but also
And maybe
it
that's a bad
means-
idea because if we do have to put him down real hard
Yeah,
on
we're just bringing them out to witness.
Hey, watch us kill your kid.
Hey, come here. There's something cool I want to show you.
Also, Conn, I also just want to say something to you. Before we get into the cave and things start going wild, right?
Aye.
So we've been fighting stuff. We killed like a giant flame beast that, you know, was wild, like flame ice thing. We killed a massive manticore. You know, I've been hunting like crazy.
Aye.
You know, my friend Rat is like rabid, basically. He loves to eat anything, you know?
Aye.
I've never killed someone.
Aye, and that's a really, really good thing. So that's, if all goes according to plan here, you won't have to have killed someone. But if you're not comfortable with that aisle and it comes to it, just leave that to me.
I'm afraid that if it came to it, I'm worried about being able to let loose my bowstring. And just wanted to ask you, like, what was your first kill? How did you get past your first kill?
Holy shit, this is getting dark.
In that instance, I wasn't given a choice. My first kill was in a fight with someone whose intent was to kill me. And if I didn't, and I will admit I hesitated for a second because of the gravity of it, and in that moment a knife came for my throat, and I just realized it's, you know, if I don't end this now, it'll be the end of Conn Greystone. But I understand where you're coming from, and I wasn't afforded the grace to think about it beforehand, so I can see how contemplating that would absolutely give you pause. It is a very serious thing and a step you should not take lightly. So by all means, if you aren't comfortable with this, I can handle this. You know, I can be the one to do it if it comes to it. But I'm aware it might come to that, but I'm going in with the intention of that not being the case.
Yeah. I mean, I know a few hours ago I was acting all tough with it and like, well, that's just the direction of it. But like, I think it's easier for me. Like, it almost makes it worse for me that there's the possibility, because if I could like treat it like a hunt, then it's a hunt. It's a feral wolf, you know? You put it down, the end. Or, oh, we're not going to kill anything. I think it's this is a person we won't kill, but we might have to. That is just sending me into a bit of a panic, you know?
No, I understand. And, you know, that can be a dangerous mindset as well. Like, if you start treating things like a hunt, I understand you can dehumanize your opponent, but sometimes I think it's important to keep that humanization in your mind. Otherwise, you know, it's an act that has gravitas and importance to it, and you shouldn't take it lightly, you know?
That's fair.
Something that I can, you know, I remember the faces, sadly not of everyone I've ever killed, and that haunts me more than the ones I can and the ones I can humanize in my head, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I guess, yeah, might let you take a little bit of the lead on the decision. But I mean, I just hope if it comes to the point that I need to, that I'll be able to.
Well, no one will be able to tell you that until you in the moment. And, you know, sometimes choice is not afforded to us.
I mean, on top of that, we'll also just have to stop Fink from killing him.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. Do you have like a halty or something we
think.
could?
I don't know how he feels about seafood, to be fair. So he does. It's not like he's eaten a lot of it, you know?
He ate that one fish there.
He did, but it's not like he went back for more of them.
Yeah.
Fink's licking his lips.
He just likes eating everything.
We might want to just keep more of an eye on that.
Yeah.
Just reel him in around Hector, you know?
Lean and whisper to Conn, and now he can cook stuff.
I was just saying, he could literally fry the thing.
I know.
Yeah. Look, maybe we'll dedicate a little time to some Fink resistance training.
Maybe he'll start eating a lot of seasoning, and then he can just become a chef.
Yeah. That's the end goal for him, I suppose.
It's nighttime. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm taking it. You're taking a long rest then.
Yeah, I
from
think
kinda
we,
how
I
you've
think we should
been going.
rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys rest up fully as you sleep.
No, we actively avoided this.
On.
Aye.
You feel essentially like someone knocking on your mind psyche.
Yeah. We knock on the Mind Palace door. All right. Hold on. Let me just get dressed. I make sure the protection from good and evil is up again, and I guess I open that particular corner of my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dream theater mode.
All right.
Again.
Here we go.
You hear in your mind,
I'm behind you.
Had a deal.
I'm on my way. I'm old. Give me some time. I can't walk as fast as I used to be able to. Hey, are you getting lonely?
for this one, give me an intelligence saving throw.
16.
For fuck's sake.
Mind Palace.
Yeah.
The story protection of good and evil that you've come out of it is still working perfectly somehow.
Look, if you don't come, I said I would make you. Do not make me draw you out.
You're gonna draw me out? Don't worry. I'm coming for you. Like I said, I'm just old. I take my time with these things.
You will.
God is so unimpressed with this.
Yeah,
guy.
and now that I know he's a kid, I'm just like, whatever. Like,
I'm so edgy.
I'm putting that in the voice.
I think I should. Look, I know you're edgy, and I know you're angry, and I know you want me there immediately. But why? Are you dying for a bit of human contact? Is that what this is? Are you lonely down in your cave?
I will send something for you.
And he just insta leaves.
No, that's just me in my dream now. All right. Well, oh, hold on. Can I fly in my dream? I tried to fly.
Yeah, you can fly in your dream.
I'm flying around my mind palace. Probably should wake up and let the lads know. But real quick, how often do you get to lucid dream? Yeah, I'm flying. I want to see what Steel Wing would look like if it was exactly how I pictured it in my head the first time.
It looks exactly as you pictured it in your head the first time.
I look at
And
it.
it's at a
smile.
shop where there's 100 others.
Yeah.
I look at it.
And it's your dream shop because they only sell the one sword and it's your favorite sword.
Yeah, I look at it. I smile and I go, someday, utopia. And then I allow myself to wake up. Right, lads. Just off the bell with Bellacore there. Sorry, Blacker. I think he might be sending someone our way. Just as a heads up, he seemed incredibly annoyed that I wasn't there yet.
So we should avoid pawns then.
I think anywhere that an amphibian might
Prawns.
be present.
Prawns.
Prawns. He's an amphibian sending cephalopods towards us.
My God.
This has been a relatively aquatic themed campaign so far, hasn't it?
Not
What
by
if
my
he-
doing.
What if he's sending fish here?
It's just hello, friends. He speaks for the first time.
He will never speak because he doesn't exist.
Yeah, no, you confirmed him. He's canon. Right.
It is morning.
Oh God, that took all night. My God.
Well, I mean, sleeping generally takes all night.
I suppose the conversation was probably.
Just a small part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Like
look,
he was knocking on your Mind Palace window for a good half an hour before you let him in.
yeah, it was very funny. I had to get dressed. I think the reason I passed my wisdom check is because I let him into the Hall of Mirrors. That was the door I opened. Couldn't tell which Conn was the real.
Of course.
Yeah. He went for the squat, drawn out one. So, what are we going to do? Will we? It's time to head
How
out.
well has Sid done at becoming friends with Sunrise?
You think you've probably spent a lot more time. I think in the last episode, Conn, you'd kind of been quite reverent / hesitant of her because you thought,
She's one of the other crowd.
the other crowd.
Yeah.
But like Sid seems to have kind of like really kind of, drawn close to her. And like you're also not that differently aged, like you're closer in age than Conn is to her. So yeah, she's probably kind of like come to trust you a fair bit. And like, if you guys set out, she's probably like hanging near you a bit more than anything,
One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some black cloth,
Okay.
that I have, and fasten like a hood for her. So that way her horns and pink skin
Very
are
good.
really on display is so much.
Sure.
That's also the first bit of actual clothing she has, isn't it?
No, she's dressed in like...
But like actually made tailored clothing if you're making a hood for her.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
is all like furs and...
Furs, scraps, kind of
Yeah.
that she's like just found and accumulated over the...
I just kind of said I had fabric. I don't know why I have fabric.
I'm sure you
a blanket or
Yeah,
something.
something like that.
Black because I'm fucking edgy teenager.
Yeah. You start heading down into... back down to the mountain path. You've blasted through my encounter the last time, so you know exactly the road and the route that you need to take now.
Plus we have Sun with us who would definitely know the surrounding area, right?
Yes, yeah, she probably would. It's probably been a long time since she's been down at like ground level, as it were. But yeah, she knows the area. However, what's your passive perception again?
Passive perception is 15.
15.
I actually have a hard time seeing myself with my passive stealth.
Mirrors don't work. Functionally, you're a vampire. You're so stealthy.
If this thing has a scent, though, Fink is going to know about it.
Give me a perception check for Fink.
Okay. With advantage.
Yeah, you'll need it. The stealth roll that this whatever I'm secretly looking at is 23.
Well,
Wow, it's like shit-eating grin.
my first one, I've rolled a 15 and I have a +7, so
Okay, that's only 22.
yeah. Yeah, so 22.
You are just walking down through the forest. You still have your range. You're not on guard. You still are aware that this mountain lion or this mountain lioness is around. Anyone else who wants to give me a perception check, by the way, can. That was more for Fink. He can smell it with advantage, but if anyone wants to just give me a straight up perception check.
I'd give a
Also,
go in
because of the fact that we were in like the area for so long and came out of it, I'm pretty much doing my primeval awareness for beasts.
Yeah, fine.
So I
we
know
don't have...
I know if any of my favorite enemies are within 5 miles.
Okay, so you guys are walking through the forest. You're not on guard. Right, I think you've got like abilities that mean you can't be surprised and things like that. Even when you're walking through. However, I'm going to make everyone still roll initiative for an attacker you are yet to see.
Okay.
This is revenge for me rolling with advantage that I wasn't explaining to you, right? That's what this is.
Yes. This is me just sending ghosts after you.
Dirty 20 for Conn.
Nice.
So that is a 15 for Sid and a 9 for Fink.
15 and a 9. Okay, so Sid, you can't be surprised,
Yeah.
correct?
Alert
Okay.
to danger. Yeah.
Okay. I'd say that means we're probably immune to the surprise condition if you're in the forest. So, Melody and Conn, we're up first. However, there's nothing that they can see. Same with Sun, they're all surprised. You can't take actions. Sid, you now at this point both hear and see something very strange emerging from some undergrowth.
Okay.
It looks like a brain
Brain?
on legs, like little feet. It hasn't yet come to you. You think there's 2 of them,
Okay.
and it is charging towards you. If you have to guess, they're going directly for Conn. What do you do?
Okay. I'm going to ready a shove action.
Shove action?
Yeah, I'm going to say to Conn, something's coming your way, and I'm going to shove Conn out of the way.
Okay, it is then their turn. They
Because
are.
I don't really know if it's... Or am I sure it's attacking?
It is a brain on legs running for Conn when Conn has just said that Be'lakor is going to send something after him. You probably have an idea that this is not coming to give him a hug.
Okay, then I'm going to
I mean,
crouch.
it is. It's just not the kind of hug I
Yeah,
want.
probably not a nice hug.
Fine, then I'm going to crouch and I'm going to take out my bow.
Okay, you can make an attack roll if you want.
Yeah.
Go
I
for
mean,
it.
Kebab.
does it seem like it's real?
That's a very good question, Ryan. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
You know what? We'd discover if it was real fast. An arrow.
I mean, yeah, that's what Sid's going to do. So I rolled very low.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm going to pop down and I'm going to use all my bullshit for having advantage on things.
Sure.
And sneak attacks
Go
and
for
shit.
it.
So, yeah. 14. Yeah. That is a 27 to hit.
27 hits, and here's a new rule I'm going to add in, guys. So I've been playing Pathfinder a bit,
Oh, no.
as you all know. And a rule I really like in Pathfinder is that if you beat a DC by 10 or
10,
more,
yeah.
it counts as a critical hit.
Oh, I like that.
Because I think it's a lot more rewarding when you kind of get a roll at big number like a 27, but that isn't a natural 20.
Yeah,
but
you roll a 19 on the dice and you're like 11 points over that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels unrewarding.
For sure. So I'm going to say that this is a crit. However, this can also happen on the monster side,
monster.
just so you know. But it also means that if you guys have abilities like parry or shield or something like that, you could potentially turn a crit into a not crit.
Yeah.
So it might not
There's
necessarily...
ways for us to negate it at the same
Exactly.
time.
You might not
Yeah.
necessarily feel that you are, completely having attack miss you, but you can, and then like you might not be wasting a spell slot or an ability or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and it's negating an opponent crit through good gameplay and knowing your class and stuff, which
Exactly.
is
Yeah.
rewarding.
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. It's okay. I forgot.
You forgot to call sharpshooter.
No, not sharpshooter.
Oh,
I forgot to call
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, you always do.
Yeah.
But you've been playing this class long enough. I'm not gonna.
It's our first episode of the day. I always forget to do it at the
Yeah.
first combat.
It
yeah.
is.
It's okay. This is a warm up combat for you, Ryan.
It
Don't
is
worry.
just 6 in the morning. Don't worry.
Yeah. Now 5:48.
Yeah. So all I get is my fucking D8, D4, and D6. Oh, well.
That's all you get, and then you double it.
Yeah.
It's a crit.
So it's 16 points of damage.
That's after doubling it.
Yeah. I rolled 2 2s.
Nice. You still not bad. You let loose this arrow into this weird, brainy, footy creature, and it like pierces into it, but it's still like scarpering and scampering towards Conn.
After doing that, then I'm going to use my bonus action to do a Hunter's Mark on it.
On the one that you shot.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, cool. Okay, you see these two things rush up towards Conn.
Oh, the other one's in view now, is it?
Yes, they're both kind of like,
Okay.
basically, they had rushed out, but you guys just haven't had a chance to react. You were surprised, but not Sid because of his ranger bullshit, and was able to instantly react.
Would anyone that moves after me be able to be notified because of me calling out?
No, they're still going to have the surprise condition. It's just you.
Now, riddle me this, DM.
Yes,
It's a surprise round. Can I take a reaction in a surprise?
you cannot take a reaction when you're surprised.
Okay.
Unfortunate. So, they will run and try to attack you. You see that these little weird feet and this weird brain thing runs up. Does a 14 hit
It does not.
on, and then this. Oh no! You see that like you're surprised and you haven't managed to like maybe like fully draw your weapon and get ready, but you're still able to kind of manage to like use your armor and stuff and like your arms like block away these things as they are like scratching at you. And now as they've gotten closer, you both realize that the feet that they're on kind of look as if they be the feet of maybe a lion cub.
Oh, I'm immediately like, we need to stop killing these.
It's good you thought that.
It is Fink. Fink is surprised, doesn't get to act, and then is back up to Melody and Conn. I'll let you go first.
These are brain-sized.
Sid is
Yes.
screaming like frantically, God, do not kill it. Do not kill it. Do not kill it.
Okay. It's trying to invade my brain.
Hold it down, get away, like, do not kill it.
Okay. I can send. I'm a punt it. It's football sized. I'm a punt it. That won't kill it. I'm a punt the healthy one.
Yeah, it might kill the one that's just been shot with an arrow that is now actively bleeding.
Can I still yell something?
Yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to be a free action, but I've been yelling a lot.
You
So
have.
it's up to you.
I'm gonna say.
You can say
I'm
I'm
gonna
still
say in this
kind of trying to
instance,
push him
no,
off.
because this is all happening so quickly.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you're only realizing this now as Conn is actively being attacked. So
Yeah.
it's whatever Conn thinks he's going to do as these things are on him. After that, when it goes back around to your go, then I'll let you say more.
Okay.
Yeah, punt. And he probably is going to try and punt the weak one. Because it's all happening at once.
Please
and
don't.
He's just seeing it. Okay, I'll punt
Please
the
don't.
I'll punt the healthy one. We'll say it's the one that was in kicking distance.
Make an attack, an unarmed attack roll.
16.
16 hits.
Okay. 4 points of damage.
One has jumped up on you, trying going for your face, like face hugger style.
Yeah.
And you kind of just grab it with your hands,
And-
drop and just proper drop kick it instead of flying.
I wanted to be one of those couple of steps with a bit of an angle, run up, soccer kicks, and just send it back into the undergrowth.
Yeah, it takes 6 points of damage and goes flying off. The other one is still on you. Yeah, do you do anything else?
I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay.
This turn. I'm actually the athlete in Conn is just watching, like hands on hips, standing there watching the ball go.
It's also Melody's turn. Melody also very freaked out by this, as his son. Like, everyone is kind of just like, what the fuck are these? Melody doesn't have their sword drawn or anything like that, so I think what's a good brain-based insult for a vicious mockery?
Cranium rhymes with panium.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna say they're just gonna say, "Hey, smooth brain."
That's much better.
They crit failed it as well. They rolled that one on the
That
wisdom
makes
saving
sense
throw.
because none of us knew what
Yeah,
to do.
we crit failed that one.
No, as in the monster crit failed the saving throw. So, however, it's only a D4 of damage.
So now we know that they can speak our language. That is very important for Sid.
You don't know how you can tell this, but you can tell that this hurt brain that's still on Conn just looks sad.
It's arrow wilts.
Yeah. Some the brains all have all these kind of weird grooves and stuff. Some of them kind of just turn into a little sad face.
Yeah, it's medulla oblongata. It goes a slightly paler shade of grey.
Sid, you're up.
Yeah. Sid is going to turn to Sunrise and go, Sunrise, think about their mother. Think about the giant cat as loud as you can. Show the image of, doesn't even matter, either before the mutation or after. Either one. Both. Just think about them.
You see that Sun does that, kind of projects this image, and she puts out the one that she'd shown you previously of the lioness with her cubs. Nothing happens.
Okay, think about the big one.
Same, nothing happens. They are solely focused on Conn.
They're licking their lips, and they don't even have tongues. I know they are. They want to eat my brains, Sid.
Conn, these are the mountain lions cubs.
I don't give a fuck what they are. They're trying to eat my brain. Remember earlier when I said about kill and be killed?
Yeah, but these are being controlled.
If you really want me to, I'll try and hold one down.
I'm going to just say this for you, Sid/Ryan, that it is just the brain. It's not like a cub with an exposed brain or something like that. It is purely just a brain.
Does that mean the mother would love it less?
Maybe. Tell you what, give me an intelligence.
I'm not
check.
good at these.
It can
Can it be animal handling?
They do have
It
paws.
can be animal handling, I guess.
So that's 14.
These brains look bigger than the brains of a mountain lion.
Because they're smarter doesn't mean it's bad.
Just saying.
The brains are bigger. They should have known better. I warm up my kicking foot.
I'm going to say that's pretty much your full action because you've tried to get Son to do a lot and you've
but that
been
was my
checking.
speaking.
That's a lot. I'll let you do like a small something.
So now we no longer get speaking as a free action.
Yeah.
Or thinking as a free action.
You can't think. No think. No think. Only D&D.
You can do 6 seconds of thinking. Go.
Timer on as Ryan thinks for 6 seconds.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh yeah, I guess since I'm only allowed to
Okay,
speak.
I will say that's your bonus action and reaction. So if you can have one action and that's it.
Yeah, can I do like a non-lethal bow shot?
Describe to me how it's going to be non-lethal.
Shoot a LARP arrow.
And is it the one
Like a stick without an arrowhead on it.
you could try to maybe shoot it through the foot, and like pin it or something like that. But you think if you shoot it in the brain, it's gonna die.
Interestingly, they had non-lethal arrows, and they were like arrows with like a tight bag of flour.
Oh
top
yeah,
of them.
Yeah.
So it was like getting hit with a.
Do you think that Sid has one of those as a hunter?
Maybe.
Would that ever come into it?
Yeah, maybe.
Target practice against live animals.
No, I mean, like if you...
You would have one for if you knew there was an animal injured in the woods and you needed to knock it out to fix it.
Yeah, like a horse gets away.
Yeah.
Sure.
There we go. All right.
There's a home. Just bully your DM until they say yes.
Yes.
That is the moral of this podcast.
And I still get advantage. Oh, no, I
mean, it is an exposed brain. Whatever happens, you've given it a severe concussion already.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter because I missed anyway. All that for missing.
What did you...
10.
That's a miss, yeah. All that for a miss. It is the monster's attack. This one that is attacking... That is on Conn will attack again, but it's a disadvantage because of Melody's vicious mockery. Does the 17 hit Conn?
It does.
Then it will attack you. You
All right,
take-
Sid. I'll go easy on them. I guess they're not that dangerous.
Damn, my brain!
You take 6 points of slashing damage,
Egad.
and then I need you to make an intelligence saving throw. As you feel, as it's like slashing and getting close to you, it is trying to like suck your brain out.
Yeah, I know it's trying to suck my brain out. It's hard to be intelligent when something is trying to suck your brain out. I got a 13.
A 13? 13 actually does it.
Oh my god. I'm
Yeah.
so intelligent. No wonder it wants
The
my
DC,
big brain.
The DC is only 12. And nothing happens on a... Yeah, you fully avoid the effects of this. Wherever the next one will come and try to do the same thing. Does a 15 hit?
No.
It rushes up, it tries to hit you. You're able to, you've gotten your sword out at this point. You're able to properly defend against it.
How come Fink didn't get a turn?
Fink was surprised. It is now.
He's lower
It
than
is,
me
it is
initially.
now Fink's turn.
Oh, okay. Go to... No, we're not going to use the special abilities since it's only really once per day at the moment. Yeah, I mean, Fink's just another animal. So Fink's just going to go attack him.
Yeah. Which one is he?
He's going to go for the stronger one.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's going to try and rip it off of Conn.
Okay.
This is like one of these late game Pokemon battles where the Pokemon start getting weird and they're not just animals anymore.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
This is just like psychic types attack us.
Not 20. Makes it 26.
Yeah, well, not 20 is not 20. Yep, that's a crit. Roll the damage.
It's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
It needs to make a strength saving throw.
Yes, it does. It has terrible strength. It is pinned.
Nice. So yeah, it pulls him off of
Conn.
Oh, fuck. Thanks, Fink.
Conn, you're up. Both of these things are looking incredibly rough.
If we've been attacking their brain, are they like losing function?
Yeah, I figured.
Again, each hit doesn't necessarily mean
Take off their frontal
hit.
lobe.
Yes, you've now given you've like basically
Lobotomized them.
yeah, or trepanned. That thing like just a little hole in their heads.
Ugh.
God.
That's like
Yeah.
Jesus. One of the worst
Thank
things
you,
we've
Philip
done as a
Pullman, for
race.
telling me that.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was. Thanks.
Did you never read the Northern Lights or whatever, the Amber Spyglass?
I did
was
not.
it? Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
A lot of trepanning in them for some reason.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Glad I didn't.
what do you do?
So, torn, because the young lad clearly doesn't want me to kill these things, but at the same time, now I know they're trying to eat my brain.
You have felt them pull at your brain.
Yeah, I'm gonna executive decision here. Gonna bring Steelwing down on the one Fink isn't attacking. I'll say, look, if you want that, look, these are trying to eat my brain. I'm real sorry. Fink has that one. You can have it. Besides, you've already put this one in pain. Right, so yeah, I'm gonna swing at him with Steelwing. That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits?
Yeah. That is 11 points of damage on it.
Yeah, you absolutely just... You swing down Steelwing, you bisect that brain.
I was going to say, you give him Alzheimer's. You cleave the left brain
Jesus
from there.
Christ.
Fuck me.
You just, cleave it in two. It is like, there's like blood everywhere.
I'm gonna shout at the other brain as well and be like, hey, did you see that? Did you see that, Bellicor? Can you see me through these things?
You have killed it. Melody then kind of looks to you, Sid. I was like, are we killing these or?
Sid is going to be looking around, panicked. He's not paying attention to the fight anymore. He is looking around and is going, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go.
Melody rolled a nat 20 on their attack. Takes out the rapier, skewers it like proper brain kebab, and they're like, okay, well, let's go then.
Run.
I'm gonna pick up Sun. Oh, she's probably actually much faster than me in the wilderness. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bolt.
Sun is not that fast. If you remember, Sun, in the vision that she'd shown you, had taken an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, of course.
So their speed is a little less.
I'm gonna pick them up and
she
then
can still move fine, but she just can't
She won't keep pace with us.
Yeah, she's for functioning. Her speed is 25 rather than 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick her up and then just use athletics to keep the two of us to pace.
Okay.
I won't be subtle about it, but I'll be fast.
Are you stopping to look at these brain things at all, or are you just running?
No, we are just going.
I do yell, get fucked, Bellicor, over my shoulder at the brain bodies. At the one that's still on Melody's saber.
Yeah, perfect.
Because I've seen already that they had lion cub pulse.
Yes.
And they were brains.
Yes.
Conn still hasn't pegged that. He's just because all he saw was the bottom of a brain flying at his face.
Yeah.
And now he sees the young one just sprinting.
As you say that, Jim, will you roll me a nature check, please?
It's that was a 10 for me.
No, you don't notice. You're too...
I was very distracted.
Too distracted by...
Something trying to eat your brain it takes a lot of your focus.
It does take a lot. You're right.
An awful lot of my attention was on not getting my brain sucked.
I think Sid just wasn't panicked by this because probably at some point in Fink's growing, he could see part of Fink's brain.
Probably.
Plus, you weren't surprised. Conn is still very much surprised by all of this.
Yeah, 100%. Sid, as you kind of you're obviously thinking there's a big mutated lioness around. You've potentially killed what's maybe the remnants of her cubs.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you picked up on that instantly. This is great. I had a feeling you would. And Sid, as you're now kind of running down completely...
I'm not leaving my friends, by the way.
No, I know. Completely disregarding Conn's earlier advice of never run down a mountain. You guys begin to run down this mountain. And you have your primal evil awareness going. And there's something within those ranger senses begins to perk up for you. Your hair is standing on end. You're getting goosebumps all over. And it's you should be able to feel what's triggering this sense. And you should be able to feel it through your primal awareness, but you just can't yet. It's something bestial, but it's more than that. Yeah, you're kind of haunted by this, the vision that Sun had shown you of this mountain lion. And you fully realize, and this is a situation, you're so familiar with this feeling in this situation, but usually it's the other way around. You're no longer the hunter, Sid. You are the hunted. And you know exactly how dangerous these creatures are at hunting and how silent they can be and how, if they don't want to be seen, they will not be seen.
Yeah, I'm going to yell over to Conn, and I'm going to yell, we need to keep it thinking it's hunting us.
That's good, because I feel like it is hunting us.
It is, but we need it to think that we are just panicked and unaware of it. It is here.
All right.
So,
John?
to do that, give me your survival check.
Yeah.
And Sid, I'll let you kind of lead this one. This is going to be you, okay?
Okay. It's only an 8.
Okay. The hairs grow a little bit more on end as you kind of, your hearing kind of,
How far are we from town?
you're probably only about half, 3/4 away down. Like you're a good probably an hour away or so.
Okay, I'm gonna just stop running immediately, and I'm gonna say, Conn, put Sunrise in a tree.
Give me an athletics check.
19.
You just throw someone into a tree.
I see like a nice little crook in a tree, like tree branches, and I
Yeah.
just gently toss her into the cradle of that tree.
And I'm just gonna go into my squat position with Think under my legs.
Okay, so here's how this is going to work. Sid, you know that there's no way you can evade this thing, but you can maybe stop it getting the jump on you, and if you're incredibly lucky, you can maybe get the jump on it.
I'm gonna keep my back to, like, we've done this with our backs to, like, a tree or...
Do you two want to hide and I'll be the dumbass in the clearing it comes for?
Mountain lions, the way they stalk, I don't know if that's a good idea. It might put you in a position where you are just, like, too much damage coming your way all at once. You know,
Okay.
we kind of need
want
to
that.
we kind of need to keep it from being directed squarely at something. We need to like stand a little bit off from us, because ideally we can keep it distracted with things rather than just solely focused on one thing.
Okay. Grant, we're going to kite it back and forth, so.
Yeah, basically, if we can keep it confused, it will be best. And Melody, can you start making a cacophony of noise with those instruments?
It's what I do best.
Like trombones and shit. Not trombones. I'm not fucking putting trombones in our mix.
Just a stupid trumpet.
Bring out the brass section.
Okay, so you're in this clearing. Sid and Fink, you guys are kind of like back to back. Conn, you've thrown Sun into a tree. Melody's like desperately taking out like I don't know, like a tuba
ensemble.
or something like from their bag.
We're just gonna have regular fight music.
No, you're gonna have to write a tuba song, Ryan. And Conn, what are you doing?
Well, first I turn to Melody and I say, no, not the tuba, something more nice to listen to.
Thank you. Thank you.
So is it my turn?
It's not your turn. I'm kind of just more saying
Oh,
what.
how am
what
I readying?
Yes.
Yeah, putting myself in, I put my back to like a tree or something. Conn doesn't know how to stop.
Okay, so you're
something
kind
from
of just
sneaking up on him.
following Sid's.
Yeah, but I have Steel Wing like in a low guard, ready to go guard.
Okay, so how this is going to work is basically you guys have failed your first check in being able to perceive exactly where this monster is. So you don't know the direction in which it's coming from, but you might be able to. Yeah, so you're not going to be surprised.
Okay.
Your best case scenario would have been that you'd be able to get the drop on it. But because
Yeah.
you don't know where it is, you can't do that. So now your best case scenario is that it is going to be an even fight and no one is surprised.
Okay.
If you fail this check, you're all going to be surprised, apart from you, Sid, because you're a ranger and that's bullshit. So give me another perception check. Or you tell me what kind of check you want to do to prepare for this situation. And I will allow it. If you can justify this, I'll allow it.
Fink and I would like to do stealth checks as we try and pull back into
Right, yeah. Perfect.
bushes or something like that.
Yeah, give me
Because if we can't figure out exactly where it is, we want to keep it on even footing.
perfect. Give me just one stealth check. I'm going to count that as the groups, as you're kind of like herding everyone into where to go and how to act. Okay,
Cool. That's a natural 20 for a 29.
29.
Yeah, natural 20.
You Hunger Games style paint Conn's
It
face.
becomes night.
This can't succeed.
Oh, okay.
It has a +6 to perception. Well, yeah, no, because even with a 29, can't do it. Even if it has advantage, because it's going to be smelling you.
But even with a 20.
But even with a 20, it's not going to get to 29. So it's an even fight, essentially. And then you kind of both roughly now know. No one knows where anyone is.
We're just wandering around the woods.
Swinging my sword wildly.
Hello! I go,
And-
Marco. And it echoes around. And you hear it
You-
go, Polo.
You hear polo, 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 as if from 5 heads, as from emerging from the trees and undergrowth.
That's what I have as my hairline's receding.
This monstrous mountain lion and it has mutated even more since what Sun has shown you, and there are now, much like a chimera has like 3 heads coming from it, except these like necks are elongated, and there are 5 of them as this mountain lion hydra emerges from the bushes. A Prydra comes out. Let's roll fucking initiative.
Woo! I'm glad that he's made this worse on everyone, because now I have to make tuba fight music, and you have to make a mountain lion with elongated necks.
Oh, I won't be drawing this.
This is a Sid drawing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then that's fine.
Oh, sorry.
Just imagine a hydra but a mountain lion.
We're going initiative again, are we?
Yes.
My beautiful 20. It's not one.
Oh no.
So 2 for Conn, please.
Yeah. That's hilarious because you're again going in the same. Because I pre-rolled all the initiatives for these. Again, going with Melody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
16 for Sid,
We've just
12 for
clicked.
Fink.
Melody, I think, because you guys have been like training a lot like recently, so Melody's kind of just like in lockstep with you a lot of
Yeah,
the
she
time,
knows
and it's
to be
just
like-
and they're just like following your example, like, oh, Conn's drawing a sword, I will draw my sword.
Yeah. We would have trained the thing where like she's always like on the opposite side of me to the monster.
Okay,
You know?
yeah.
Like good support should be.
Sid, you're up.
Oh, I get to go first again.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we were going into our like prepping for this, I know I didn't really say it, but I knew it was a huge thing coming. So I absolutely would have wanted to put Fink into rock form with that while we were sitting down prepping. Is that okay? I know that's normally my bonus action, but
In this sense, I will say yes, because you guys were like actively preparing for a fight, but yeah, normally it is your bonus action to activate it. But
look, it's still like 5 in the morning.
yeah,
5:52 in the morning.
5:52, guys. Everyone's just so tired.
So if it's got multiple heads like that, I'm actually not going to Hunter's Mark at the moment. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hail of Thorns.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, fine.
And then I'm going to Sharpshooter and try and pop this thing, body of it.
Yeah, okay. I'm assuming you know how all that works, so go for it.
Well, Hail of Thorns just triggers no matter what.
Sure, yeah.
So you don't have to hit.
Yes. Okay, go for it.
And I've got advantage on my first attack.
So I need to make a dexterity saving throw for Hail of Thorns, I believe.
Yes.
It is a 12 on the dex save.
Cool. Does a 17 hit?
17 hits, yes.
Oh, okay. That looks like it was scary.
I have to double check, but yes, it hits.
Okay. So 12 points of damage, and then it's only 2 from the Hail of Thorns, actually.
So 14 points.
Yep.
Okay, you let loose an arrow. It like splits, like magically splits, pierces like all these like lioness heads, like rear out in pain, but it is still coming for you.
I suppose a question is, I don't know how to ask this in flavor, is did that Hail of Thorns hit multiple times, or...
You get the feeling that it is one beast with multiple heads.
Beast?
One monster. Fuck. With multiple heads. There's a reason why you haven't been able to track it, because it is a monstrosity.
Sorry, I'm sorry about this. It's actually 24 points of damage, because I sharpshootered it.
Oh, yes, nice, great. Perfect.
So that's 24 points of damage.
That is fine. Okay, perfect. Fink is up next then.
Okay. Fink, with his rocket body, is gonna go rush forward at this thing. He's gonna try and rip its legs out.
Cool. Fink kind of looking like a Golem, the Pokemon.
Oh, sick.
Just like a real
He rolls toward it.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, make your attack roll for Fink.
Cool.
And
Ooh.
so the AC is 15 to hit this beast.
Oh, well, he has totally smashed that.
Great.
So,
I remember if it's more than 10, if it's 10 or more over, it'll be a crit.
okay. He rolled a 24, so
Okay.
which is still pretty good.
Yeah, it's still really good. Not a crit though.
So it's only 3 points of damage then?
Yeah. So Finkin is like rock form, is like a lot tankier.
He just
but-
rolls on his toes.
Yeah, a little bit slower, not quite like not going. His claws are kind of just like thicker now, so he's
Yeah.
kind of just like thumping them rather than slashing them.
But I do need it to make a strength saving throw.
Yes, and it is
13.
harder now. It's actually even higher than that. Ryan, I think his previous save was 12, and now it should be 14 in rock form.
It was 11.
Oh, I thought he had leveled up that.
Yeah, it's 14, we'll say. Sure, go for it. I don't have that on my paper, but if you want to say it. It's 14.
Regardless, I actually only rolled an 11, so it'll still be fine.
Oh, so he rolls on his toes and then bites him a little bit in the Achilles tendon.
Perfect.
And continues to roll away. So, like, crocodile pins this thing down, knocking it prone.
Yeah, it is.
Because he
it is prone.
doesn't grapple, he just knocks it prone. So
Yes. Is Fink then rolling actually away or no?
I mean, the thing's 15 feet long, and Fink is still like the size of a large dog.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's got a hold of it, but he's rolling away.
There will be opportunity attacks then.
Oh, okay. Well, not that far away, because I mean,
that's what I'm wondering.
He's going to be within 5 feet of it for a long time.
An orbital roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just rolling about.
That is fine. It is the Hydra's turn.
Hide your wife. Hide your kids.
Right.
It will use half its movement to stand back up, and it will attack Fink because it is next to it. Each head will get an attack.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can't roll more than a 3. Okay, that's one hit.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 25.
Okay, yeah.
And then a 22, and then the final one is also a miss. So that is 2 hits. Oh, I thought that was a 7. No, it's a 1. That's a 7, though. So that is 18 points of damage to Fink.
Okay.
And that's all it'll do. It just kind of like, you see all of these heads, because like Fink is like rolling underneath them. It's like trying to like stand up, and like its heads are trying to like go underneath its own body, and Fink is just like roly-polying around trying to avoid some of them. But like narrowly misses 2, taking some damage. And then it is Conn's turn.
Right. Okay, I'm jump in and I'm gonna smite this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right in one of its faces.
Yeah.
That is a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Nice. And that is 31 damage on that smite.
Woo!
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, nice. Yeah, great. Conn, you fully cleave through one of its heads.
Haha! Now I've got my head in the game, and I pick up the head.
Use it as a weapon.
Yeah. So, and then just before I end my turn, I want to use my bonus action to cast a first level sanctuary on Sun in the tree.
Okay. Yep, you cast that. That's fine. And then it is Melody's turn. Melody is tubaing away,
Mocking the beast every time it makes a movement. We go, dun, dun,
dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I'll say it casts a vicious tubery. It fails its wisdom saving throw, taking some damage.
Horribly mocked.
Full 4 points of damage there.
Beautiful.
But it means it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Nice.
So that's something.
All of the attack rolls?
Just
one. Yeah. Because that's one creature.
Yeah. And then it is... So Sun is essentially just not really kind of doing anything. She's staying away. You get the feeling that most of Sun's survival has been just through the use of her illusions and things like that. She's not much of a combat specialist. So it's back to Sid.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm going to use my bonus action, seeing that it attacks multiple times.
Yes.
And I see that Fink's rock shell has cracked because of that. And I'm just be like, dude, go full fire, my dude. Then I'm just going to take a regular, like, just shot with my arrow.
Sure.
I'm going to try and shoot toward the heart of this thing more.
Okay, yep.
Does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
Cool.
AC 15.
Nice. So that's 10 points of damage.
Nice. So that is your action, your bonus action to change Fink's mode.
Yeah.
Then it's Fink's turn.
Yeah. So Fink is just going to go, like, basically, breathe fire on this thing.
Nice, yeah. You see, like, Fink, after roly-polying around, kind of just, like, goes up onto all fours. His, like, rock shell kind of, like, explodes into fire as if it's, like, coal taking light, and he starts going mad.
Yeah, absolutely. Only an 11 to hit, though.
An 11 does
Oh, no,
not.
wait, never. He gets advantage because Conn is there with his sword.
Yes, Conn did run up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm under its necks, slicing away.
Nice.
Still miss.
Okay.
Yeah, he spends all his time just turning fiery.
Unfortunate as you see that this Hydra, the neck that Conn had just cloven out, bursts 2 more heads.
Oof.
3 attacks will go onto Conn and 3 will go onto Fink. And we'll do Conn's first.
All right.
It's 1 miss.
All right.
21 hits, unless you want to do anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And that last one is a nat 20. That is 7 points of damage on the first attack. You're lucky on the crit. I rolled a 1 on the dice. So that's
Beautiful.
only 12 points of damage
Only 12. Perfect.
on that second one. And then you can do your riposte.
Nice. Okay. Hit.
And then on Fink, the 3 attacks.
As it's attacking, I needed to take a fireball's worth of damage. It's going to be taking 66.
Yeah, it's not going to
Of
happen.
course, he's got like hellish rebuke things going on with fire, hasn't he?
When Fink gets hit, then yes.
It says it's just when he's attacked. That's what you sent me.
I meant when he's hit, because it's the same as the Remor as the Abomination.
Okay.
It's actually when damage is done to him, then he like explodes into a gout of fire.
That's fair. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 1 miss, 1 hit. So he takes 1 hit, so you can do your 2d6 fire damage. But Fink also takes 8 points of damage.
Fink's AC is 17.
Yeah. So
He takes 8 points of damage, you
Yeah.
said? So do you want to roll the 2d6 or do I?
you roll it. So you're a little rat.
Okay, so as he bites into him, Fink just explodes in fire at this thing. And he will take 6 points of damage.
Nice. You see that the Hydra does not like this fire damage. It is rearing back in the same way that like wild animals when they see fire will like not react well to it. Like, it is, but it is also seemed to like burn a lot more than you would expect.
Nice.
And how much damage did you with your riposte, or did
I
you
did
hit?
20 points of damage. So the first one comes in, misses. I duck under it, neck it with the sword, and then as I'm doing that, the other 2 crash into my back.
So you've managed on a single turn, even though it's its turn, to do more than 25 points of damage. So on your riposte, you cut off another head.
Yes.
And as you do that, like the fire from Fink, like kind of like coats your blade as you do it, and you like cauterize the wound,
Hey, so they can't grow.
so it's not going to grow back.
Absolutely sick.
And then it's your turn.
Fink didn't burst out fire where he was hit. As he got hit,
Is he gonna
it made him
piss fire?
vomit.
Okay.
Because it hit him in the stomach. He went, "Bleh."
I'm going to draw artwork of Fink just vomiting up fire.
Yes.
Mixed with donkey parts.
yeah, like a little bit of a collar.
So it's back down to 5 heads. You are like underneath it, rolling around, cutting off heads as they grow back. What do you do now?
Yeah, absolutely. Thinking of what Sid said at the start of the round is to keep distracting it. So it's probably looking at Fink, who just belched fire at it. I'm going to try and drive my sword up into the kind of the space between 2 necks for the most uncomfortable damage I can give it.
Like your fingers?
Yeah, like the space
Ugh.
between your fingers. Imagine
That's
that.
awful.
Listener, hold up your hand and look at the space between your index and your
And I
middle
imagine
finger.
Conn cutting that in half.
Yeah. I'm going to drive the sword into it like a stab and then pull down.
Okay, we
Just
can
for-
try. Roll your attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a hit. 22. And that is...
Sorry, I'm not going to say... Cause
Sorry, yeah. This is also a distracting strike. I'm
Oh,
blowing
okay,
another
nice.
one. Sorry, I implied that to myself with distracting it, but yes, this is a distracting strike. It does 18 points of damage.
Nice.
And then the next ally to attack it is going to have advantage.
Nice.
Is very good.
Melody, don't do your vicious mockery.
That's on an attack roll, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They will continue, because actually that first attack that missed Conn was because of the disadvantage. So they will try that again. 2 bowing away, making a big old noise. That's another fail. Honk, honk, honk. And again, like max damage on the vicious mockery.
As it gets cut,
It is
goes,
just such an obnoxious noise that they're making on their instrument. Like not even playing notes, just like
Every time it tries to do something... That's right, Melody. More duck noises. It's weak. Every time you play a duck noise, I
they take out one of
cauterize the
those like
wound.
hunting like things here, like like little kazoo things.
A duck call, like,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
It's Sid's turn.
So, yeah, with all this going on, and Sid kind of clears his mind and realizes, it may look crazy, but in the end of the day, like, it is a beast. Mm-hmm. And so he's going to crouch down, get down on one knee, pull out his bow, do a sharpshooter with this, and he's going to, I'm casting Hunter's Mark.
Nice, great. Yep.
Which is my last spell slot. Okay. But,
Use both your spell slots.
Yeah, wouldn't you if a giant
I mean,
five-headed
yeah, it's
lion
pretty
jumped out?
nasty.
yeah, unfortunately, I wasted one of mine on the Brainos.
Oh yeah.
That's okay.
I used my good kick ability for that too.
No, I've rolled a 17.
That's a hit.
Oh,
AC 15.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I had the same because he said, "Oh, you rolled an 18. It's above it as long as you." So in my head, I had it that 18 was the AC.
Yeah,
for a while
exactly.
there.
I've
Yeah.
been thinking 18. And I was like, man, I just wasted this. Oh, that's real good.
Like, it is a big thing. It is, and because it's not particularly scaly or anything, its height is tough, but it's still easy to hit.
Yeah.
You know?
Its
Yeah.
height is tough, but Steel Wing is sharp.
Yes. It's like a game of rock paper scissors, but it's like stealing hide. I don't know, rock or something.
So that is 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. Nice. You pierce like right into it. It like rears out. It is looking very, very hurt.
I'm going to use my movement to get a bit closer to Fink as well. Just like probably move only like 5 feet forward or something, just a little bit closer, because I just want to keep within one movement of Fink.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you're within one movement of Fink for sure.
Cool.
And it is his turn.
Cool. Yeah, he's going to keep his fire, obviously. But he's going to attack again. Yeah, so that is a 22 to hit. And that's 8 points of damage.
Yes, nice. And that's fire damage because of his Flamey Boy ability.
It is, and I need him to make another strength save.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I know it's not really moving, but...
He again somehow pins this Hydra. I don't know how, but he does it.
It's not really pinning, really.
He
So he's just
holds
pulling
its
legs
focus.
out.
Yeah, he kind of just he's like running, like he's like quick attacking in between his legs, and it's just like it's put the Hydra at a disadvantage. But it is a Hydra's turn. Because it is taking fire damage, it does not grow another head from the cauterized wound, but it still has 5 attacks and will try to lash out. I will say to a Conn, to a Fink, and then we'll randomly determine the last one. So to a Conn is 21 to hit the first one,
That hits.
and an 18 to hit the second one.
That also hits.
That's 20 points of damage to Conn.
Okay.
And then 2 on to Fink. That is a 2 to hit. No, that doesn't hit Fink. And then I will basically flip a coin to see who he attacks. And that's going to be Conn again. That's another hit to Conn. And another 10 points of damage.
It's okay. That's okay.
But it is seeing like it has become like increasingly feral, and like Sid particularly, you could tell it thought it had to drop on you. It has not expected any sort of resistance,
Yeah.
It has probably picked off maybe one of the inexperienced hunters from Nadini or something who has tried to come up. It is not used to any sort of fighting. It is looking incredibly injured and hurt. And Conn, you are up.
Sid is going to look at you, Conn, and he's going to take his bag that has all these leaves in it and try and ruffle it about, being like, we got all these leaves, don't forget. They heal you when you eat them.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm okay. Conn's not got his head in the healing game just yet. The panic hasn't set in.
Conn also has abilities that he can heal himself.
Yeah,
too.
I can heal most of my
He tends
health.
to not use them,
No,
though.
it doesn't. Yeah.
I haven't dropped below 5
just look
points
over-
yet. Why would I need to?
You look over at Sid, and he's got all these leaves in his mouth. And he's just like, oh.
He's a,
like a mother trying to show the kid yummy, look, you want to eat leaf?
He's an airplane mode.
Yeah, sticking on top of an arrow, being like, ooh, here comes the arrow leaf.
despite being surrounded by heads trying to kill it, Conn takes a second to be like, the fuck are you doing? he's going to attack again. Oh god, 7 plus 8. Yeah, that hits.
Yep.
15, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Do you know what? I am going to do another distracting strike, and we'll try and
Oh,
finish
nice.
it this turn. So that is 18 points of damage this time around, and again, next to attack gets advantage.
It is looking incredibly hurt. Melody will try to
Tuba.
mock it, tuba it to death. So it has 3 HP left.
Oh,
I rolled in that one on the wisdom check again, so it fails. If I get a 3
anything
or
above a 2 will do it.
a 3 or 4, so there's a 50-50 chance that somehow this Hydra will just...
if this is being
Die of
sent by
embarrassment.
Be'lakor, if this is being controlled in some way by Be'lakor, and we are like mocking it to death, it would be perfect.
I have the perfect.
I'm going to turn this around so you guys can...
Can I say that this is happening simultaneously to Conn's last attack?
You
'Cause
guys
I
are
have
on the same initiative level, so yeah.
I have a perfect end to this if she.
One. Sid, you're up.
Sid,
The line doesn't look like it wants to fight anymore. though.
it doesn't want to fight anymore.
No, that's a joke.
Oh,
Just killed him. Just
you're
killed the
saying,
Hydra.
you're saying that to a ranger.
You know, just kill the monstrosity.
Okay,
It is
fine.
bloodthirsty and is ever more increasingly hungerful for your blood. Is that better?
No.
You just kill or be killed.
No.
You were the ultimate prey. Man.
It started looking like it wants the blood of the defenseless.
Yeah.
So Sid sees how Conn and Melody try to do this awesome, fantastic thing. And, Fink is trying to, like, set it on fire and all this stuff. And he's like, ooh, I got to outdo this. And he pulls out an arrow and shoots it at it.
Yeah. You have an advantage as well from the distracting strike.
Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
And then there's a 24.
You physically can't not kill it. Describe to me how you take down this Hydra.
24 is a crit as well. Isn't
No.
it? No.
25 will be.
All right, I'll describe how I took down this Hydra. I shoot it with an arrow.
And heroically and so dramatically and cinematically, Sid calmly knocks an arrow, shoots the Hydra in the heart. It dies. And we're at the end of the episode.
And Conn turns and is like, really good?
I had such a good one-liner. It's fine. It's fine.
Hunting a serious business, Conn.
Damn
Such
it.
serious business.
Hey guys, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed that episode. We had a lot of fun. I cut off a lot of heads. I think I enjoyed that more than anything else. Just a couple of post-episode notes. One, if you're enjoying it, please tell a friend. It really, really helps us, and we've gotten so much support already. We're now addicted. We want more. Give us the engagement. Secondly, if you do want to give us the engagement, we would love a review. That really, really helps us out, and it's just a super sound thing to do. So if you want to go through your day thinking that you're a better person you were when you began, leave us a review. We'll appreciate it. Thirdly, just some dates for your notebook. First off, we are going to be at AdventureCon very, very soon. There's still time for you to get out and get organised to get to that. That's on the 25th of February. It's in Athenry. It's one of Ireland's now biggest TTRPG. It's probably the biggest TTRPG.
I don't know, but it's there. Like anyone and everyone who's in the TTRPG scene in Ireland is going to be there, and I do think that as of recording this, tickets are selling out. Well, I don't, but like they're going fast.
Yeah.
So
Get in there.
Run, don't walk.
Yeah, get in there. Secondly, Dublin Comic Con again. We're back this year. We're looking forward to it. We've got more planned than ever. We think our booth is looking like it's going to be really, really fun. And we can't wait to see you guys there. It's always such a great experience for us. Hopefully for you if we do well. But again, we'll be doing a live show. We'll be running some games there. We've got some more friends maybe to help us out with that. So really, just do show up. Throw your head over the stall. Say hi to us. And we might say hi back if we're not distracted. And then finally, our live show is happening. Woohoo! That's going to be in Smock Alley Theatre in Dublin. And that is pure Hearthfire. 100% Hearthfire all the time. Just hook it into your veins. That's
and
what
then
we're up
another
to.
50% tails.
Yes, there will no tails. Sorry. No, that's misadvertising from Dylan. There won't be tails, just Hearthfire. But tickets are €16 for that.
€16, and
so
you can, if you're a student
or an OAP.
or OAP, €14. Yeah, it's going to be super fun.
Yeah, so we can't wait to see you all there, and we're mega excited about it. But that's all for us today. Until next time, stay dangerous.